Market is at a place where it needs a ton of attention. If Bitcoin is something you're looking at, look close enough. I mean, it doesn't actually take a genius to come out and look at this and say there are some issues here. Just take the basic tools which you can access, which is for free, and look at this. The first run up was 26% to the upside. The next one, 26.5. For some reason, that looks similar. Last time when I was looking, it was like 28. Whatever. Next one shows you the upside has reduced. So the momentum is slowing down. Now, is that a bad thing for this asset? Maybe, but on the short term, you do have to understand this trend has been running from some time. So the price moved from $38,000 to $70,000. Was that a surprise for you? For us, it was not. We were following this one when everyone was calling for the downside. We were looking for a different thing. What was that? Head and shoulder pattern with a hidden bullish divergence. It played out though. It played out. It broke higher, it retested, it's bounced. And what did we see? Look for 70,000. Where did that touch? 70,000. So if you do have access to these kind of things, it helps you massively in this crypto market. Look at TEL. From that call, it's already up what? 150%, 120%, something. In a month, it's already up 200%. This call was when? Feb 15. So you're already 120% up on that one asset. If you take next one, LPT, it's going through all your targets. Right now, the price is at 26, close to that. Our next target is 29, and it's been riding through all these targets. Now, a lot of them are starting to bounce right now in front of you. This took a month, but it hit both of our target, not just the 120%, but also all the way up, like 300%, like 280%. That was a big burst. Not a lot of people got that, but most of them would have got 100%, 130% move. So the market is definitely, no, that one we hit all the targets, so leave it. The market is already showing you something where you should look with higher level of attention. Welcome to the Scientific Investor family, where the normal retail guys get to learn how to become the next top 10% of this world. Literally 1,000+ members are there taking benefit of this, and they're changing their lives. We post things in Twitter, another place where you guys actually see how these guys are changing their life. Yes, my risk tolerance is low. I go for like a 2x, 3x, 4x trade, but some of them take it on a different level. But still, this is that history. I mean, I'm really happy with it. Yes, when you look at the last stage, it kind of feels like, okay, that's not a big move. But you have to slowly go back to where it started. The initial move here looks big, but on another scale, when we got the next move to the upside, it doesn't. Like that move is now going down. So that top started dropping. What happens? Yeah, it drops. We take some capital off. We reinvest. We rebalance. It starts to go back up. It's bouncing off. We are happy. But the rebalancing was great. It came back to the previous high. Perfect. Then what happens? Boom. You blow through. So right now it looks really small, but if you have been there for like last 5 months, you already saw 15, 16x movement. Last 30 days, this is what we are doing. So when the market peaked and dropped, we knew, okay, some of these assets are slowing down, momentum is low, rebalance. Look for the right assets, at least in my perspective, and rebalance, reposition, ride it. We're doing that right now and making things happen. Always keep this in mind. You don't need thousands of trades. If you're someone who's only focusing on 50% gains, you need 12 trades to turn $1 into 100. If you're like, okay, I'm looking for 100% gain. If that's you with a little bit higher leverage, you need 7 trades. But that can easily go against you if you're using higher leverage. So I say, okay, Keep the leverage low. Look for 30%. You need 18 trades to make your $1 to $100. Yes, you're not going to hit one big and make it big. You're going to be disciplined. You're going to be consistent to do this. And, if it's one trade where you get this, okay, maybe you're lucky. What if you're doing that again and again and again on a different segments of assets, on different assets in different segments? I don't think that's luck. I would argue there is a lot of hard work and skills involved in it. And that's the exact reason why during the exact same time, last 4 months, SI family went from 350 members to 1,080 plus members today. I don't know how high we're going to go. I'm trying to find as much time as possible to give as much value as possible. Right now, we are posting hundreds of opportunities a week so that you guys know where the money is going to. Whenever I buy, you guys actually sell that. Why? There's a lot of new people who are in the market and they're getting wrong information for some reason. They're going ultra high level and getting crushed. Don't do that. Look at this. The market is showing you it's going for this leg. And that's usually a huge opportunity. Altcoin market is now at $1.16 trillion. A while back, the entire crypto market was $1 trillion. Think about that. Now, the crypto market as of today is like $2.7 trillion. That's not small. And that's not big too. You're going to see massive action here. Think about that for a moment. Now, if you break the market down in a way, if you're trying to learn and improve yourself, what should you look for? This is the reality. We don't have hype here. We are looking at the reality. There should be a correction. Maybe I'm completely wrong, but there should be a corrective move. Now, you start zooming a little bit in, not to a 30-minute chart for sure, unless you want to know what the micro looks like. Price action is going up. Take a breath a little bit. It's okay. What's happening? Momentum is reducing. Again, price action is going up. What's happening? The momentum is reducing. That doesn't look good, guys. If you are trying to long this asset at this point with high leverage, it's going to be really bad. Now, the pattern will still be relevant even if you bounce back from there. You may not be completely bearish. Maybe I'm wrong. But I'm asking, can you really deny the fact that it can drop directly to this range? And that is not a big drop. The price is only dropping 18% even at that point. It's nothing like what we have seen before, like 25, 30. These kind of things happen every now and then. The last drop in the market was like 21, 22%. So this one would be even smaller if it ends here. What if it's something bigger? What if the majority is wrong? And if you believe the majority is right, good luck, guys. Good luck. Good luck. Honestly, good luck. Because I don't think the majority usually is correct. Now, the divergence which you saw on a 4-hour chart is now clearly visible on a daily chart. So you are now going into higher time horizons and you're still watching these divergence forming, whether it's here or here, it kind of looks the same. So for me, any bounce here to get that measured move of that micro pattern, which you had before, we haven't reached there yet for sure. You need to keep that in mind. This is your pattern in Bitcoin, and Bitcoin kind of dictates the market. So you come up here, you're looking at this pattern and you're asking like, okay, where are we? How high can we go? Where will we actually start to drop? All sort of that thing. And you're like, okay, if the pattern is doing this, are we at a range where we should expect some level of correction? Pushing the price up 32% is not a bad deal. And we already reached kind of that territory. Now, the usual argument is, okay, we have a standard deviation too, which would then push the price to the upside like this, which would then increase your ROI structure to like 40%, which if you actually plot from there takes you towards 75,000. Be conservative, say 75,000. But the first narrative is not invalid, right? It's still valid. So I'm asking myself the question, okay, that's the long wicks. Should I go for the long wicks or should I be a little bit conservative? I'm trying to put in more time, effort, and analyze the market for you guys to see the reality and for my portfolio to do better. Because I'm selfish. I'm looking at my portfolio. But I'm just sharing the information of what I see and what I do with my portfolio. Again, it's with my money. I don't want to spoil it, right? So here, if that's true, then the majority will show you $100,000 prediction and the market would come back down to 50. First, at least, the first leg, first move. Now, visualize this. While that happens, what the hell is happening on a 3-day chart? What the hell is happening on a weekly chart? This is something you should consider, guys. This should be a supply zone and there is no surprise to that. That's the macro all-time highs. You're poking that range. Maybe that's just a correction. Still, you can come back down to 43, 44, 45. So $50,000 is not a bad deal. But what is a bad deal is to reach there, you are literally talking about a 30% drop, and that's going to wipe a lot of people off. Especially if they think $100,000 is coming and they are highly levered, this won't look good. Right? Now, when this drops, we want to see whether that starts this week, which means we have another day to go, or the next week. If we don't do it this week, great, you don't have a negative divergence. The micro divergence, it's present, it shows you are slowing down, but then the price is still pushing higher because the MACD does not agree with that. So you're like, okay. But if you zoom in on that candle, you get to see something. There was some selling pressure involved in this asset. Now, if you understand that correctly, you're like, fine, I am completely okay with this. That's what I'm looking at. We had something before, but the bulls survived. So that's why I say candle close is important. Now, what about XRP? What about the entire altcoin market cap? If you're in altcoins, oh guys, you're going to make a lot of money, a ton of money. Some of you guys won't have even seen or even imagine that you're going to make that. But if you do things correctly, you are going to make that. And if you need help for that, look at the Scientific Investor family, where we help thousands of people to look at the market in the correct way. Now, why do I say that? 60,000 plus coins are there in this market. So finding 100 or 200 of these assets which can do good, and some of them recently I posted maybe 2 or 3 coins which showed negative divergence, which means they are about to drop. Think about you going in, levered position, thinking you make a ton of money, and then that position kicks you out. It's not a good scenario for sure. That's why we take all the time in the world to go through these assets and find that 100, find that 200 to give you guys the best opportunity, just like these. When they pop, they just pop, right? The price was 0.000040 here. What's the price today? It's kind of doubled in that time, and it already went up, touched this range. Yeah, you just look at the history and you'll see what I'm really talking about. The price just popped through and now it's going. If you have patience and you're riding these assets, what you're watching in front of you is opportunities over opportunities, right? Now, come back to the market, look at the altcoin segment. On a monthly, what are you looking at? When Bitcoin, remember 2 months back when Bitcoin did the exact same thing, entering on the overbought territory on a monthly chart, what happened for the price action? Do you guys remember? I mean, on the monthly chart, the moment when Bitcoin entered on this level, boom, that's nothing small. That's the biggest monthly candle which came through. If that is coming here, then position yourself, guys. Position yourself, because when you go back in history, now you're like, okay, what's the biggest candle before this? What have we seen historically speaking? Like, last time, how much did we go? 113%. Not bad. Before that, how much did we go? 400%. So what are we going to do? Maybe 100% move. Maybe 300% move. I don't know. But what I can say is something big is coming in here. If you are positioned well enough for that, the month of March to mid-April is going to be a celebration time for most of us who have positioned ourselves extremely well in this market. Take benefit of that. Now, Coming back to our beloved XRP. Yes, there is a lot of frustration still there because the price action is slow. For sure. For sure. Now, this is where you are. If you are a little bit conservative, we can put it at the standard deviation and say we're still waiting for that breakout. If you're optimistic, you'll put that and say, okay, we just got the breakout. In both scenario, if you're here, you're looking at this and saying like, okay, the measured move is still going to come. While the market, the altcoin market does this, that big pop, this guy would participate. At least that's what I believe in. Now, if you guys think that's possible, hold on to it. Don't drop it because you will miss a huge opportunity of your lifetime. So guys, if you like the video, you received value, smash that like button. And if you'd like to join the SI family to get all these updates, just like the 1,000+ members do, join them and watch your portfolio do something like this over the next 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, and make it big. That's all for today, guys. I'll meet you on the next video. Bye for now.